Looking in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Lewis seen there for the breakout. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Wester on the return. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Past the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
1 yards on the play. That's another Baltimore first down.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Play after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Texans nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
You look at this Baltimore defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Stroud sets up the play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Here's Tommy Townsend now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Connection with Walker going across the formation. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's good.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The 20. 5. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. This is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Lamar changing the look. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick here is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Play action. Stroud now. Got his man, Dell. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure one...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Sit hot! You turned it. Sit hot!
They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Finding Walker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
Baltimore Raven.
Sit hot! 180!
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This on 1st and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
The 6-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! What is that? Sit up! What is that? 180! What is that? Sit up!
They run wide side with Henry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
180! Sit up! 180! What is it up? 180! Sit up!
Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
Odafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Hill shedding the tackle.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
19, Texans 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Nifty move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage. It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Jackson now. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Henry again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Texans 13. Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Over 1st and 10
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Joe Mixon.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the
Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
at their own 40-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st first down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back now in Baltimore. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Stroud out of the gun here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they did.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Inside handoff, Henry. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. In trouble, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mixing up the middle. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Only quick, right? 18. Okay.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They just flat out dared him to throw the football, didn't they? Did you see the defense?
It's like a goal line formation.
I mean, just stacked it right up and said, go ahead and throw it. You can have that one. But how about them accepting the challenge and saying, no, we'll go ahead and run it anyway and picked it up.
They didn't care even with the added reinforcements. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, right. 18. What's that? Foul.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win,